Hello and welcome to the Vaults United podcast. I am your host, LOL, Alan Harkness, and I'm joined by Toby McGowan.
Hiya.
There we go. Basically, all this is going to be just a little wee piss about, really. Just kind of, you know, let everyone know what's happening with the Vaults. Best team in Girvan, easily. And now
Perfect.
conquered Maybole as of today, 6th of September, Vaults Day. That's what it will now be known as. Hey, Toby.
Love it, love it. Last year, pumping the Royal. This year, pumping Harley's team. Easy days, easy
Ah,
days.
no, lovely day for the football day, wasn't it? Absolutely amazing.
Sunny, sun. I was very nervous. Very, very nervous.
Aye.
But
Nah, we're just eager to impress the Vaults loyal, really. That's all it is.
you never know. If they lose a game, then don't know what happens.
Aye, reputation at stakes, that is.
Exactly. I don't want to see us getting beat.
Aye, no,
Nobody wants to see the Volts getting beat.
exactly. Nah, man. But basically, today, some performance for the boys, wasn't it? Honestly, was it 7-0? 7-0 win?
So 7-0, right? Didn't have much of the ball. I was very surprised. You look at
Mm,
7-0. You kind of look at it and go, they must have dominated. To be
aye.
fair to Harley's team, they had some good players, but I feel as if just that they didn't have the final pass, and obviously the team defended very well.
Nah, I will say that. No, look, today we were defensively, I mean, held the we held it together. You know what I mean? We're really solid. Aaron Mooney, give him a wee shout out. I mean, some of the blocks he put in the day. Last man back, put his body on the line.
I'd one for you today. The one time they broke us, the one time they had a shot on target. There's big darkness clearing it after line.
Ah, thank you very much. Just doing my job. Entering for the vaults. Stressed, depressed.
Easy,
Vaults
easy.
United obsessed. I am, Toby. Vaults all day, my man. Daniel Mann as well, who should have been a guest tonight, unfortunately, is away out in the piss. But I mean, he had some great saves today, didn't he?
the the thing was he out of all players, obviously I speak to them all, and so
Mm,
obviously I set this up with Mason for the
mm.
game. He was the most nervous out of everybody because
Aye.
obviously goalie he makes one mistake, it's a goal. So
For those who
but
are not
he
aware, we played a
played
wee
brilliant.
sort of muckabout game really a couple of weeks ago, and Daniel had an absolute howler, so he did. Absolute howler. I couldn't imagine being in his
I
position today, anyway.
a goal a goal. He concedes a goal from kick off from the halfway line, looking
Mm.
at white leaves, and the ball
Aye.
goes in the net. But that's one thing I need to stress. That game, we've dropped three players who will never, ever be associated with the Vaults. Never. We've
Mm.
dropped three players after drawing with them one each, and the Vaults have went up and smashed them 7-0.
Yep, just
So
goes to
that
show
is
you,
just
didn't it?
exactly. And there was a different kind of feel for the day's game. You went up 2 weeks ago, and it was like, oh, I don't really care. There's something happens when it's the Vaults. You go play the game, and
Hmm.
just that wee cutting edge, that wee bit of desire. You find it out of nowhere, to be honest.
Nah, keyword there, desire. I mean, the last time we went up there, it wasn't competitive really. But since it's the vaults, you feel that wee bit of added pressure. Undefeated team, you want to keep it that way. So to go there and score seven, keep
Exactly.
a clean sheet, it's a proud day for the boys.
So when you look at Harley's team, they didn't have bad players. They had some Sean
Exactly.
McGarvey. He's that's he is a good player,
Aye, mate. Exeter
and
United and that's a fucking. Oh,
t- to be honest, I feel as if we showed him too much respect. Every time we get the ball, we always have space, but our defence were so compact, they were so tight that they made us play. We made them play around them, around us. Sorry,
mm-hmm.
and it just didn't work for them.
I know the midfield. See the midfield three today for me. Yourself, Mason Mcilwraith, and David Campbell. I thought he's were bang on the day, bang on the money.
There was some time where, see, you got to give credit to Tyler and Aiden. A lot of
Mm,
times we get caught one or two times. You would miscommunication. One is only sitting, and then Tyler and Aiden would just film the pocket, which
yeah.
which helped massive amounts.
Aye, aye. No, I mean the boys done really well. Everyone to a man today, I thought was really good.
Aye.
They all done their job.
I'll say Aiden McAllister. He's one of the boys that haven't played football for like a club in a long time. I know yourself and like Tyler and that, but he's no played football in a long time.
Aye, aye.
And he, I tell you, you can't get by him. He's the same a couple of times went up. You can't get by him,
Mhm.
and he's he's some player, some player.
No, I believe that was his first game for the. I mean, that's his first game since December. First full game anyway. Pretty.
Right, exactly.
At least with a lot of your
And
boys anyway. First time he's kicked the ball with us since that time. So.
to come up with a performance like that, didn't let a guy get by him once, and every time, well, if he did get by him, which was on a rare occasion, he'd make up for it.
Mm. Aye, no, boy was sensational. Boy was sensational. I'd like to obviously give a shout out to goal scorers today. Aiden Agnew banging the first one in.
See,
Happy days.
I tell you something, right? Aiden Agnew is one of the most underrated players in the vaults. I feel.
Mm,
I'll admit myself. See, whenever we go to Hammy or Eden, I'm always on his back because me and him don't get along at Hammy much.
aye, just a
But
clash of personalities, isn't it?
aye, and I'll give him that. That's one thing. You're coming into the game going, "Oh, Aiden Agnew's up front. What's this? We're going to score." And then he scores the first goal after. It was great pressure. Carl McDowell as well. That was great pressing from them too.
Exactly. Just allude back to that word desire. I mean, chasing every ball the day they too. You love to see
It
that.
was a loss. See, to be fair, the ball was going out for their goal kick. There was nothing. It was
Mhm.
just set back up. Just a wee bit. Obviously, as you say, a wee bit more desire. He goes, wins it. We score for it.
I know the boys up front. Really good
Right.
game. Second goal, who was that? That was Callum, wasn't it?
It was a
Callum.
Carl McDowell finish. Yes.
Yep, Callum McDowell. If I'm being honest, I do not remember that goal. So let's go into the third one.
Oh, fucking. Do I remember the third? I don't think I remember the third either.
Oh, I think you will remember the third gene as it was a tremendous,
Ah,
tremendous free kick by yours truly, Toby. Honestly, put that ball down. I had a feeling.
going back to the set, I remember the second goal was when Aiden Agnew played it across the face of the goal,
Oh, in fact, so he did. I
uh,
remember now.
and Carl McDowell was there.
Yep. Striker's goal. Striker's goal.
It was a very good goal. But going back to the third, the free kick. I mean, what can you say about that?
I
Like,
mean,
can I teach it? Can I teach that? Can I teach it?
but I will say in my defence for the goal, obviously myself has scored it. Shot on target wasn't my best effort. I will say that wasn't my best effort. I've hit a lot better. Hit them better in the warm ups. I was, and no, keeper just kind of makes just kind of drops the ball into his own goal. So
I was thinking that I was when you hit the free kick, it was you could see it was on target. You could see it was on target, and whenever it's on
listen,
target, it
Toby,
makes the
listen.
goalie's got
Don't
to say
buy a
something.
ticket. You don't win the raffle.
Exactly. Being a goalie for many years myself, I'm sounding experienced now. Being a goalie
Mm,
many years myself, the worst thing ever is for somebody to hit it on target and for it to bounce in front of you. You don't know what to do,
aye.
and that's what happened. He's let it in the back of his net.
Unfortunately for Harley, that was his third goal conceded. Then we roll into half time. I mean, there was about another 15 minutes of play. We, they did start to, put a wee bit of pressure on us at that point, just before half time. But we rode the storm well. The only real threat we had was when I had to clear a ball off the line. It was just kind of rolling, but so it wasn't like it was, threatening. But no, that was us. That took us up to half time. Right after half time, game was totally different second half, wasn't it?
It was half time team talk was in the first half they would mow the ball.
Mm,
We knew that. It was for us being young guys, for us being obviously people like say young adults now.
aye,
It was a very very disciplined performance.
I
There
would say
wasn't
that.
MD pressing we played like a real team, today. It was like when a Kilmarnock go to Ibrox or Parkhead and they sit in compact. Don't let MD play. That's what it was like. But the counter attack, the pace. I never knew Carl McDowell was as fast as that. To be fair, see the pace that boy has. It's unbelievable.
Aye, boy's quick off the mark.
And we got a reward.
Aye, exactly.
He gave the defenders a head start, and he still beats them.
Yep. Fourth goal, I believe, was Aiden Agnew.
Yep.
Am I correct in saying
correct.
that? Yep. It was a rebound, wasn't it? Ball falls to him, and he's there to follow it in.
Calm it down shot, I believe.
Aye, and it runs onto it. Yeah, again, two strikers bouncing off each other well there. You know what I mean? Normally that ball's going to fall to, goes in, hammers at home.
Wee bit anticipation, just runs in.
Exactly.
Onside as well. They were claiming for offside, but nah, not having it.
I ken Aiden Agnew. I'm going to be happy with the comparison here. Obviously, him being a Celtic supporter, but just reminded me of a young Ali McCoist seeing that goal.
Following it up.
Aye, exactly. Always knew where to be. Fifth goal, we get a penalty, do we? No, we don't get a penalty.
We did.
Actually, it was a penalty this one. We get a penalty. Harley fouls. Who was it he fouled again? Was it Aiden? Fouled Aiden in the box?
Callum, I believe.
Oh, was it?
Callum got fouled and Callum took it.
There you go. Took the penalty. Missed the penalty, by the way. Missed the penalty.
Oh, what?
What a miss.
I've them up, but now what a shit penalty.
It was horrible, man. Honestly. Felt a wee bit of cringe go through my body when I watched that penalty.
To be fair to him, in a real game, a goalie dives, a goalie moves to a side there.
A real goalie would dive
the
there,
ball goes in the back of the net. Aye. The ball goes in the back of the net, but
you've got to rate his composure. His composure was key.
Aye, it was so.
But obviously,
it could have been worse.
Aye, 100%.
Hits the target, comes back to him, puts it in the back of the net. It's all about getting on target.
He'd argue he didn't miss it, the keeper saved it.
Exactly.
But, I mean, let's be real, scored the rebound, so at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. So, then, obviously, I mean, I think, by far, goal of the day, Aaron Mooney. What a strike. About 35 yards out. The boy on that right peg of his. Bang. See you later, man.
I was like the last 10 minutes. I wasn't humped, but I wasn't in the game as much. So I thought just put Aaron up. You can tell Aaron seen the last 10 minutes when we're in. He bombs up and doesn't tell him because he wants a goal. That's just the vision he has. He wants a goal. He wants to get an assist or something. And I knew he wanted it, and I knew he would do something special.
Always feels he can do more for the team.
Aye, he never gives up. That's one thing. He never gives up.
I respect that a lot. Got a lot of love for that, so I do. But what a strike, though. You know what I mean? To put it where over the keeper's head, he's got no chance. You know what I mean? He's got no chance. Top bins as you like it.
the vision, even the audacity to try that for is unbelievable.
I know. That's one thing. I certainly wouldn't be doing that. I just love the buzz at the park.
Aye. Just put the ball into space and hope somebody gets onto it.
I will point out I did put a lovely ball down the wing to Aaron during that game. I was really proud of that, but obviously won't get as much credit because it came to nothing. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome in our first guest ever on the Vaults podcast, and it's going to be one of the forefathers really of the Vaults. You know, it's going to be young Mason Mcilwraith, the captain, leader, legend, as I know the ultras like to call him. Taking a piss, by the way, don't worry. Right, so if we can just get hold of Mason, that would be great as well.
That'd be a start.
That would certainly wouldn't be fucking bad, wouldn't it? No. Right. Let's just get this lad in. But yet again, I mean, the last 10 minutes of that game just held it out. Professional, you know what I mean? Professional the way we handled it.
Aye, it was so. I mean, thinking about it all week, you're going off based on the 2 weeks ago performance against them. Thinking it was a 1 each. This will be a tight game. We turned up, played some new players, some new players that looked half decent in our warm up, and just the way we kept them out. Going up to Maybole, keeping a clean sheet against lads you don't know how they play. It's all right playing the Royal because Callum Lyon, he's not got a left foot, he's not got a right foot either, but his right foot's the stronger one, I think. I hope. Is he? We'll say his right one's the stronger one, and you want to try and show him on his left, but with these boys, you don't know. You don't know if he's left footed, right footed. You've got no idea.
Aye. 100%. No, I mean, they boys. I mean, you can tell they're experienced. They've played before. They ken the game.
Aye.
You know what I mean? So it was always going to be tough for us. But I mean, today I thought everyone to a man, they done their job. I mean, Bailey Agnew, boy isn't a left back. Let's be real. Boy is not a left back. But I mean, yeah, again,
is he left footed or is he right footed?
that boy's right footed now. So to be
Left-footed.
playing on the left, I mean, you know, it's like a fish out of water. But I mean, boy, just puts the heat down, gets on for it, does his thing. You know what I mean? I'd say he's a winger, 100%. He's a winger.
I'd say he's a winger as well. Aye.
Aye.
So what we're going to talk about with Mason is genuinely just how the last years went. Just a quick reminder: it's been a year since we first played the Royal and beat them on penalties, which it's absolutely scary. That's been a year. Can't believe it. What's happening with the Volks? What's going to happen in the future? How are we progressing? You know, just stuff like that.
Yep. I know. I believe we've got him now. So we do,
But
Toby. I believe we've got him.
Let me check. Oh, we do. Right, good.
Yep. Just jump in there. Hello, Mason.
Hello. Why is it so quiet?
What?
It's quiet as anything. How did I turn this up?
I really don't know how that is. If you've got full volume on, that's just too bad. You're just gonna have to ride the wave with us, Boyle.
Oh, nice. I'll get full volume right now.
Right. Well, just listen up, son. Basically, we're 17 minutes in. We don't want to have any cock ups now.
Right.
Right. So basically, Mason, we've been talking about the game today. You get any input in that? How the boys done? Stuff like that.
Yeah, I've got a bit of input. Mainly, I think the defence one is the game. Is what I think.
You think? Aye. I know. We're saying we're solid.
Aye. Absolutely solid. It's probably the best bronze league I've ever seen. My Volks team.
I'd probably have to agree with that.
We were saying that we went up 2 weeks ago for a kicker, but what do you think changed for this week to a fortnight ago?
So I can hardly hear Toby. He's actually even quieter. The change is we had minus them three absolute balloons we had in our team.
Aye, we've mentioned them.
We spoke about that.
Aye. And also, it was the actual Volks team, so I think everyone cares more.
That's what we said. Yep.
Everyone cares more, tries more. You can't lose. You're going to give every game knowing that you can't lose.
Exactly. It's just that we added pressure. Gets everybody up for the game.
Pressure Muskies is a bit of a boost.
Aye, 100%, man. Nah, you know, as captain yourself, I mean, today you must be proud of your boys. You know what I mean? Every single one of them. Just you have a wee bit of extra pride in that, don't you?
Oh, perfect. See, creating this team and then seeing everyone put absolute 100% in to every game, taking it as serious as I do.
Aye.
It's great.
It is that, man. You know, something I do firmly believe that if you know, see in a couple of years' time, we're all, you know, could be playing amateurs with the Volks.
I mean, that would be a great achievement if we were able to do that and getting into a league.
Exactly.
Having the same boys that started.
Aye, it'd be good. No, especially because I mean, those boys we're playing against today. I mean, they're amateur players. You know what I mean? A lot of them play amateurs every week, and to show we can go out there, get as many goals as we did, defend as well as we did, shows we can compete with these fellas. You know.
I know. We're all young boys, and
Mm,
against all them players today, we showed that we've got the class to play amateur.
exactly, man. Exactly. It's all about that next step. And for you, as captain, leader, and legend, what is the next step for the Vaults?
See, I'm not really thinking ahead, but I reckon Summer Cup 2021 is the next
Summer
step for the
Cup.
Hawks.
There you go. That's a wee exclusive for the podcast
He's
listeners
just
there.
he's just answered my question there. That's what I was going to ask him. The Summer Cup. What are you thinking?
Aye.
I'm thinking, make it do quite good in that. I think we try and bring in some juniors or amateurs, and then boss.
So you've got the idea of
You never
progressing the
know.
actual team as well, like the players that are in there.
Pardon, I can't hear it.
No, I'm just saying, like, so you've got an idea of like progressing the players that are in the team.
I set our potential,
Mm.
dynamic potential. Hope they're happy. Play good.
Yep. No, I rate that,
Boom.
Sud. I rate that. Always striving for, to do better. I rate that. So I
Why
do.
the actual bollocks can I not hear anything?
Right. No, right now. Right. We'll sort this for next time. We get you on next
No, I
week.
can hear. I'm kidding. I was kidding. I can hear everything.
Right. Good man.
Aye.
Nah, man. Daniel Mann's performance today we were talking about. We spoke about that. I mean, Mason, for yourself, you got any input on him? I mean, we were talking about his blunder for the kickabout.
Oh, I mean, leave watching's not something I've ever heard of, but must be something that Daniel does.
Aye.
But the amount of persuade we had to do the past week to get Daniel to play in this game was a bit too much.
Aye. I've heard about that.
We even had to go down to the bar and hit shots, didn't we?
Ah, well. Nah, well. It's worked out
Kept
today,
myself
hasn't
up.
it? Kept us in the
Aye.
game at some points.
Some great saves. Just Daniel had that distribution game. Distribution game.
Aye.
It'd be
That's it.
great.
Aye, no. No, definitely. See if he could just hit his own fucking goal kicks. That would be mega. But, yet again, there's always room for improvement, isn't there? So,
Aye. Oh wait. Aye, there is. I
aye.
reckon if we just try and, I wonder if we should end up doing training sessions. That's also something
Something that was
we
actually
should be
just about my
looking
next
at.
question there. About Vault's training sessions. Is that an idea that's definitely in your mind?
Oh, there we go. I would say it's definitely an idea if the boys would be down for it.
Mm. I reckon it would get a decent wee turnout. You know what I mean? Get a wee organised night every week. Boys would turn up. Definitely improve as a team, especially for the next game. I mean, if we won 7-0 a day, we are, just out of short notice. I mean, with a week's fucking training into is, I mean, that'd make all the difference.
Learn how each other plays as well is a massive factor.
Mm.
I think we all know that pretty well. We've played quite a lot of games. We've been playing with each other for over a year.
Yeah, definitely. No, I'd have to agree.
Eh,
Even just the wee fives games at Hammy, I mean, just kind of
and
all comes together.
just about to say that there's Andrew from Ground Juniors has set us up with fives every Friday in the winter. I'm asking the Volks players to attend that.
Yep. I mean, that's one thing. I'll certainly be there.
I
Mcilwraith,
don't
I'll
know.
certainly be there.
I think he's getting the funding, so that's also brilliant.
Aye, that's really good, man. In the winter, gives
I
us
know.
something today.
Exactly, give something today and then keep his training. Keeps all fit, young lads.
Exactly. Boosting that immune system through the harsh winters.
I need to put the boys in the diet.
Aye, maybe no chance. Basically, what I want to ask you really, when will the Vaults play again?
Again.
Mhm.
See, the problem is with the Volks is, I'm not trying to sound cocky, but nobody actually wants to play us.
I'd have to agree with that.
That's surprising, that, because the first team that beats the Volks, you know, we know ourselves, they won't stop gloating. Doesn't matter how many times it takes them. The first team that beats the Volks will be the team, if that makes any sense.
I mean, I couldn't imagine losing my first game. I think I'll agree.
What do you feel like? But that's been, obviously we won the Youth Cup over a year ago. A year today, McGinn, you scored the penalty that won us the first game against the Royal. What, if you can think back, what did you think when you were stepping up to that penalty?
I was thinking about winning it. I was thinking about scoring it, and everyone piling on me. Exactly what happened.
Aye,
Exactly. Put the ball in. Didn't know what I think it. Scalper right by Cooper. Unlucky Sam.
I'll never forget that. I couldn't play that game. I was injured, and I was just keeping up to date with it on my phone. Keeping up to date with what was happening. Then when I seen that video, I've honestly God, now I felt so proud of the boys.
Oh man, that was actually the greatest feeling I think I've ever had.
I've
Everyone gone mental.
I've played in a lot of games, but I don't feel as if the emotion on that game. It was after school. School for the whole week was just bullying. As much as I don't like saying it, we bullied. There was a lot of bullying going on back and
Mind
forth.
games, I believe it
us
is,
and the
Toby.
Royal.
Mind games.
Mind games. We'll go with bullying. It sounds more harsh, but and then 3-0 down. I'm not even gonna lie. I actually wanted to sit there and greet.
Oh no, it wasn't looking good for us then. We tried a new formation that game. Clearly did not work. Went 3-0 down. I had to put it back to normal and then turn around and won the game. Thanks to that. Who was it that missed the header? Right, scalped the crossbar in like the 90th minute.
Last minute, 5 each. Nathan Sloan's got an open goal. Hits the crossbar with a header.
I like a slow motion. I actually went in slow motion. That couple seconds took about 2 minutes for me.
What do you think, Mason? See if Nathan Sloan scored that, do you think the Volks would be in the position they're in today, or would it all have changed?
I think it would still be the same. It just the Twitter bio would not be the same.
Right.
I feel like we would still be playing games, and I feel like everything would just be the same. It's just a loss.
We'll just have be the same, but a bit more. A bit less of the gloating and the bragging rights, if that makes sense.
Aye, definitely.
Nah, I mean, see just for that to be our first game as well. By the way, that's just such a test of character. You know what I mean? That shows the heart that the Volks players had back then. You know what I mean?
It was just the first proper. I mean, the first proper game for Volks United was the Youth Cup, but we didn't have all the Volks players there.
And
the team's changed a bit. And I think it was a great day, the Youth Cup, and also the Royal win.
Oh, the Youth Cup, we absolutely destroyed all the teams there, man. That was just, honestly, I felt bad. And you see that final, especially that final. I mean, it's maybe a final, and we just blew them out the water. I mean, come on.
Weren't they up against much competition? Right enough.
No, we weren't. I wish we were. I wish we got a good test. We had to fight for the proper and actually put in good shifts for the trophy. But I mean, we did put in good shifts. Just absolutely scalped every team.
You know what happens, but you go into a game thinking you're going to win, you half-heart it, and you end up getting beat. So it was fair play to the boys for trying.
Especially in the I think the other team going into it, though, knew they were going to get absolutely hammered again, so they just hardly tried.
Especially in the final. See, especially like them having to watch us play our first games and that. I mean, surely they must have felt a wee bit of nerves going into that final against us, looking so dominant.
Okay, we'll also talk about how much shots Callum McDowell had that Youth Cup. And only about 9 goals.
I'm not. All I can remember for that was sounds bad, right? But the one thing I really remember for that was when not Daniel, Daryl Conway scored an absolute belter of a toe punt into Aaron. He was just running down the line and just went boof, big toe, went fleeing over him. Oh, I couldn't believe it.
How did that get goal of the tournament? It was like a goal, but that's just can't give something like that to Daryl Conway.
I was thinking that.
That doesn't make it look as if it was like a tournament. If Daryl Conway wins goal of the tournament.
I can.
Wait, did he get goal of the tournament for it?
He got the tournament.
Fucking hell.
Somebody might want a wee word with Ali then, just to say, here, come on, let's be real.
You can't be having that.
Aye. Can't be having that. I've still got my trophy for that. There.
I saw they are.
Fantastic, man. I'll never forget it. Best day of my life.
I'm special enough to have a man of the match medal, I know.
Oh, what game do you get a man of the match in?
The second game.
Actually, who did we play in the second game?
There's no Ross wins on that.
For the second game, we won 10-0.
I couldn't tell you who it was again. I only know there was Ross Winslow's team, and there was like Lewis McCulloch in that.
Aye, it was Brandon. It was like Brandon and that was in the second team.
Aye, that's all the mini Royal.
Aye.
No.
They bet the Royal 8-1, I think.
Aye.
Did they?
So they bet 5-1, aye, and then we ended up beating them 10-14 now.
It was when we had the bobber against when we won 5-1 against that team. We were just mucking about.
Aye, we were.
Which we shouldn't have, but we were.
And we also had Callum McDowell hitting shots.
Aye, non-stop.
He didn't care. As soon as we went 3-0 up, he was just smacking it for anywhere.
Also trying it inside the box and no scoring.
I know.
And can also speak about the absolutely insane stat that Volks have still got.
What's that?
5 goals every single game we've played. Scored more than 5 or more.
5 or more every single game.
Every single game.
Oh, I can't believe I've not even got that in my notes, man. What? Fair play again. Fair play.
Record book out. She get a record book out. There's undefeated in 7 games, and won a tournament we're going to beat. More than 5 goals in every single, or 5 or more goals in every single game. Least goals conceded out of Terry's team, Callum Wine's team, the Royal, Harley's team, and the Volks. It's all coming together. The jigsaw's coming together.
And probably the most popular team in Girvan, despite the juniors being there.
I mean, we'll see. We'll check this now. Right? This could backfire since I'm checking it.
I wouldn't check that. Let me just let's just have that, right? We'll just leave it there. I'd say so anyway. See last year when we really started, pushing the Volts forward, with the Twitter account and all that. I mean, look how popular we were getting. We started getting hundreds of followers, hundreds of likes. And it'd be good to see that happen again. Especially with the football going back and stuff like that. Just get our name back out there.
Volts United will be making a YouTube channel, a podcast YouTube channel for the Volts, so you can go listen to all the podcasts.
You got to make the YouTube channel.
A YouTube channel for the Volts podcast.
Exactly.
Oh, right. More views on there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Promote it better.
Branch ourselves out.
I'll that on Twitch.
Aye, good thing actually.
But as well, just putting up on YouTube, then folk can watch it whenever they want it. You know what I mean? It's always there.
This is what
we could actually start recording the games if we wanted to, but that may be a step too far.
I've got a shout for that, by the way. I got an ad on Instagram one time, right? And it was this camera you set up at the halfway line, right? And it detects the ball, so it follows the ball. So it records a game.
Imagine that.
Unfortunately, I did not check the price of it, but I could probably find it if you wanted me to do that. I could maybe look that up right now.
I reckon every Volts will have to chip in £100 to get that. That sounds. That sounds a bit.
Aye, it sounds very sophisticated, doesn't it? A bit of nifty equipment. No, see.
This is what I'm thinking here, but the tweets, as Alan was saying, sorry, the Twitter, when we signed Dougie Forbes on the 7th of July, obviously we put a voice note delighted to announce the sign of Dougie Forbes. That was 1,337 impressions. That means that many people saw it on Twitter, and 503 people clicked on the tweet. For being our age, the oldest player 18, the youngest player about 15, or I think it's 15.
15, get down your man.
For that's mental.
I know we do really well, so we do. I think.
It's crazy how far the teams come. Like from me, gathering a team sheet, I've gone about asking everyone why to play with my youth team for the Youth Cup, and then ended up keeping the team after the Youth Cup, playing more games, and we're still going after a year and for like a year and a half now. It's mental.
Now, Mason, see when you first, thought of the vaults, got the boys together, did you ever expect us to be as popular as we once were?
Definitely no.
No.
I just wanted to make a team for the Youth Cup and try and win it with my team since Marble done it the year before.
Shout out to Robbie, by the way.
Inspiration for me making this team.
That's what it's all about, Just think, if it wasn't for Robbie, where would we be?
I know. No, he's he's in bed.
No, no played for us. No played for us in a wee while, Robbie.
He's been busy and also been lazy. I don't know, lazy here.
One thing that I'd say progressed everything for the vaults, which for we'll give you a bit of slack here. Didn't consult or ask anybody. You took it up on yourself, but it kind of worked for the promotion side of things. The signing of manager Reece Boyd, that
skyrocketed us.
Social media. Look at this impression, 6,220. That's absolutely mental.
Aye, nah. With the signing of Reece Boyd, I mean that was great for the club that day. A manager takes no shite. Worked as well.
We don't mean
to... from the stands for us. He didn't show up to the games, but we knew he was watching.
I was just about to say that. Knew he was there. Corner of the eye.
Bring him back up right enough, but Reece Boyd is obviously no longer with us. We're still looking for a manager. Obviously, Mason is stand-in manager along with a few of the other boys. The hierarchy of the club. We're still looking for a manager. If anybody's listening to this bit and wants to apply, you need to be kind of popular. We don't want a Scott Jazz or anything like that. We want somebody good.
Aye, I'd have to agree with that.
You need to be like, if you get a personality, you just need to be able to kind of know when to be serious, is what I'm going to say. You know when to be serious with the Vaults.
Well, it's not a serious team.
Aye. But sometimes we get pretty serious in the...
When it comes match day.
Aye, we showed up.
Aye.
We absolutely showed up. They do with such a lack of players, and bring in a few boys to help us and ended up winning 7-0. I always say we done absolutely insane today.
Aye, I was really proud of the boys. I mean, see that ball you put through for, who was it? Led to the goal. See the first goal?
Was it? Aye, they put through. Aye.
Brilliant, man. First or second goal. I mean, just pinged it through, bang, away we went. I love that.
I think it was the second goal. No, wait, was it? I don't care. We scored that many. I can't mean.
Oh, right. I've found that recording thing.
You found that camera?
Aye. I just need to actually search it now. I had a screenshot of it, but I just need to.
Then we just need Toby McGowan and Alan on the commentary. Edit it for YouTube.
Oh,
like
Jesus.
Dons, imagine that. Me and Alan.
Oh, right. It says here, book a sales call. There you go, Megan. That's for you. As gaffer.
You're the chairman. The chairman needs to go. Ask for a wee discount. They could sponsor us.
Imagine we get a sponsor, like a proper sponsor.
we need imagine that every week on we can promote them on the Twitter.
I would say that a massive goal for us has got to be getting our own kits and badge and having our own badge on the kit.
Aye.
Wear it proudly.
That's something we're going to try and look to get.
My suggestion for Vaults: start a wee bit of merchandise. Sell some Vaults hats, sell some Vaults scarves. There you go. Get a wee turnout going. Start to fund us.
How we get the fun for that to make them, but
Well, folk will buy them, Ken. Then we turn a profit.
Well, I've seen it walking about and then having a person walk by in a Vaults hat.
Oh, can you imagine?
And stop you for a photo. No, autograph.
Oh, you're
One
Mason
thing I'm
Mcilwraith, the
thinking
captain of the Vaults. Love it. 40 in the street.
We need bodyguards and stuff, but everybody coming up to us looking for photos and they're just trying to get places. Can't have that.
Hey, we got 60 fans in one game. We'll know Messi yet.
We need to wait. See if we win the Summer Cup. We win the Summer Cup, or see if we play in the Summer Cup. We got our name out there to the more kind of adult side of things. If we get lucky on the draw for it and play well, then who knows? Really, who knows?
We'll get folk behind us in that Summer Cup because there's never been a Vaults football team.
Right, exactly.
Really, the first ever Vaults football team, and it's run by boys that can't even go into the pub apart from one or two or three.
Quite true. Anyway, see this camera, right? It says here, set up the camera, press record on your smartphone, start recording all the action. Camera records at a 180-degree angle, 2 4K lenses, contains enough storage space for several matches. There you go. There you go, Mason. That's... I'm not getting a price there.
That's what we've got. I don't know what we could do to get fun for the team, but there's definitely something we should look into. Yeah.
I know, it'd be good that. I mean, how many folk do you think would get watching that? Getting like watching our games?
If we just clickbait, you never know.
Aye.
Massive final, game abandoned.
Aye. That'd be good.
£100. Who pays £100 for a hat, baby? I've just seen that.
I don't know, Mason. I don't know. Nah,
going off topic.
I'm going to send you something here, boys, as you were speaking about. I was just searching up. I found this website. You can create your own kits. I'm not saying that's the design I'm wanting, but that's if you can get something for like somewhere there, something about there, and get a wee kit ordered and take it for there.
Oh jeez, wait, so you've created a kit right now?
I've created it, but I've just pressed buttons. I don't really know what I've done. So I really hope I've not ordered anything, or I'm going to be getting smacked.
Aye, that's definitely what we're wanting, isn't it?
The Vaults home colours are definitely black and white though.
Black and white, are they?
Aye, that's the colour of the pub, so I think that's what we got to go by.
Aye, Toby. Go change that to black and white, right? And then what I can do is I can maybe try and put it on the screen.
The home kit black.
And then we can maybe get a wee bit of people's opinion on the kit.
What do you think? I've seen these.
This is one of the XO kit for that Wembley Cup.
Aye, I saw that.
Aye, kind of like that. I would kind of want stripes.
I know that's a bit off topic, but we're just meant to talk about Eden. What do you all think? What do you all think about that whole XO Wembley Cup F2 Stephen Tries thing? What do you think?
Jesus, YouTube football, here we go.
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
See that story about Stephen Tries and the video of him and that man like
Pax or something.
Aye. Oh Jesus, man! It was how he was pure threatening to batter him in that.
Aye.
No, it was funny. I say it was funny. No, really. I don't condone violence, but.
Oh, none of the Vaults players do.
Oh no, we do not take part in any such acts of violence. We do our talking on the park.
The Welsh United hate 5 people, right? And we don't bully them. We just don't like them. And in no particular order, Mason, would you like to start us off? Who do the Volts not like?
Do you want me to go for just a person they just don't like? Doesn't matter how.
Just a person that would never play for the Volts.
We'll go with Gammy Law.
Gammy Law.
No, definitely no Camilo. We love Camilo.
Cammy Laws, he's good. He's well good.
No, it's definitely got to start with Daryl Conway.
Nah, he'd never get a game.
One man.
Never in my team.
He's one of my pal. Well, I'll say he's one of my acquaintances. I wouldn't say he's my pal, and he's a fair play to boy. He's powerful. He's very strong and powerful, but football wise, personality wise, well, maybe no personality wise. Sorry, that's the wrong word. Football wise, and kind of what he does talking off the pitch doesn't cut it for me.
Nah. Plus, he's got those ties to the Royal and so we don't really want. We don't want to be merging, do we?
Never.
We don't want to be doing a Mo Johnson going to Rangers here, do we?
Obviously, this is one thing we forgot to mention on the Twitter. Callum Lyon has left the Royal, and what was it, Mason? He asked to join the Volks.
Aye.
I can answer his transfer request on behalf of all the Volks team and all the Volks fans, all the Volks spectators across the globe. The answer is no. You will never put on a Volks shirt. You will never play in a Volks game with the Volks. You will never score against the Volks. It's no happening.
He's no man. I'm not going to finish that sentence.
Now remember, folks, this is going on YouTube, right? So let's keep it. We don't want to be threatening folk on the internet.
That's me riled up now.
Aye, we'll get
I used to
the fever on.
I used to look at all Volks players eventually on this.
On this, I definitely. Hopefully, like next week, get one or two folk on. See, the plan was to have Daniel Mann on just before you, for a wee quick 10-minute, get his views on the game, viewing his own performance, views on the Volts, just quick 10 minutes, bang. But obviously, special episode number 1, we want to get a big name in for the first one. I get a big name in.
Thank you.
The chairman of the board, what's bigger than that?
And player and... No, I want to get into it.
Nah.
I'm lucky to have players that are really interested in helping run the team. Those players arranging games instead of me, which is good. Tommy McGowan arranged one today.
Thank you.
We'll get players always can just looking to help hopefully we get someone in to make subs, because I hate doing that. Tell you that.
There's nothing worse than taking somebody off that think they doesn't like gaff.
And they complain.
Right. There's nothing worse than that, because obviously you know what it's like being taken off by a manager, and it's not a good feeling.
You just look to give players minutes. That's all they want, and I hate taking players to games that don't get played.
Aye. Just sit there. There's a lot of players, but that turn up and just they refuse to go on, and that's something that's not the best either.
I know, it's disappointing to see. So it is.
Attitude's a main thing here. What I would say.
I'd have to agree with you there, Mason. I'd have to agree with you there. I mean, when you look at, we were talking earlier. See, when you talk about Bailey Agnew, he's not a left back. He's not a left back, right? But he'll go out there, wear his heart on his sleeve, give his all for the Volts. You know what I mean? That's what you want to see. But then when you get folk in the bench that don't really want to get on at all, showing no ambition. I mean, it's disappointing.
No, but we should take examples of players like Bailey like that playing that position. And
100%.
First game for the Volks and had to come on at right back because lack of players and.
Done a shift, I will say. Did do a shift.
He's not defensive. He obviously did. Get moved into attack, lucky boy. But
see, just to go back to the kits, by the way, I have just put the image of the new kit on the screen there. It's Toby McGowan's proposed kit for the vaults. If you're watching this, leave a comment. Just say yes or no. Simple as. Take that into
we-
consideration.
A wee poll can go up on the Twitter. Actually, the prices seem quite good. It said about $7.50 per top.
Jesus
per,
Christ, how
per,
many is there?
like, home top. There's about 13. So if everyone pays for it,
Oh. Oh. I suppose, like maybe get. I mean, you see what they do for the amateur fit by the junior fit by that. Like, say you get folk like sponsoring the tops and that.
See, to be fair, we need to do something like that. I feel if we want to get team funding, we're not going to get sponsored until we go like, unless we go amateur or something.
Aye.
Wait till
So,
COVID's over. We'll do folks bags at Asda.
Aye, a wee fuzz gun or something like that. Or God knows.
We'll definitely get Finn and Jack then. That
Ah.
they can do that.
Aye, there you go. That's yours, boy. Since he's only the other day, that's your job. You're out getting the money.
You should go to Asda.
Aye, help the woman put her bags together.
I'll make sure to visit that day. Get my
Aye,
swap.
most definitely.
Aye.
I'll be getting extra that day. Make the boys work. Nah, but I mean, stuff like that, just put up a wee kind of post, say, what to sponsor the kits or something. Just as, see how it goes, see how it looks. But obviously,
Aye.
I do understand if there's not many, because we're not, obviously,
Aye,
not that big.
exactly.
But
We just need to take away with the good ideas, I would say, and way to bring in money for us.
hmm
Try and get funding for these kits, and we need to come up with a badge as well. Also, I've been thinking about it, and I actually don't know what to make the badge because you don't want to make it simple and plain.
Aye, but you don't want
Yeah.
to make it all kind of
Much.
weird and all that.
Aye.
Okay, what to do to get a badge, right? Go on to, you ever seen Fiverr? You go on and like pay folk to do stuff for you, type thing.
Aye.
Yeah, like,
Aye.
go get a wee like designer or something on that. Can just say we want a football badge, says like Volts on it. What's the best you can do? Can't I mean? 'Cause
What
I think
colours would you want?
oh,
I'd say see the school kit Girvan Primary had ages ago. See if you get Volks United in the top, Volks United in the Volks in the top, sorry, United in the bottom, and then in between it's just a pit. Well, not a picture, just like a wee hang of the pub.
A picture of the pub.
a picture of the
Aye,
pub.
aye.
Right, I'm sorry, right.
Simple, there we go.
It's not like it's burnt down and it's nothing anymore. I mean, come on.
No, I wouldn't say not a picture of the pub.
Aye, in memory of the
Picture in
Volts
the
pub.
middle of
Aye, that's what we'll get in our tap.
You don't want any photos on your top.
Aye,
You don't want
no a photo of the pub. You know
I
what I
can't
mean?
believe it. Oh, Toby, I'm sorry, right, but we can firmly say no to that. Ah, well,
I
fair
thought
play.
you
The
were
boys
the
getting a wee bit input, isn't he?
designer.
I see.
Ah,
I reckon I was seeing the. I reckon we'll go with a black and white kit, right?
mhm.
With the numbers on the back being red.
Ooh. Right, question. See on the back, is it getting player names on it?
I would love that. I think it would be so good if we did have that.
Short sleeve or long sleeve? What's the script?
Because I reckon short sleeve. Because then if it's warm, I hate rolling up my sleeves and then tucking them in. And
If it's short, just
If it's cold, just buy a
just
white
get
Under Armour. Simple.
Aye.
There you go,
Definitely
rate
go with the short sleeve.
that. Mm.
Go. Now I'm trying to think of the shorts and socks. Who's there?
Shorts and socks.
Fuck. Wait, so is this like? Is I got to post this on somewhere? Like,
yes.
Aye, we'll just put this up on YouTube, and we'll probably.
And
I think we'll make this weekly, every Sunday.
We'll post this in YouTube. I'll get the link from YouTube and put it in the Twitter, and then just go from there.
Aye. Hopefully it becomes a good thing. Get a decent turnout for it.
Well, it becomes a hit. Get everybody on, and if it's going well after we get everybody on, we can do some more stuff with it.
Aye, definitely.
We having our own wee studio, like all the good podcasts on YouTube.
Aye, like Joe Rogan and that.
We're going for the
Aye,
same.
they've got their own room in that, and then the mics and the headsets.
Aye, exactly.
Well,
See when
Jesus.
we all meet each other face to face instead of over the phone.
Oh, Christ.
Go into Callum's hut or whatever he's going to his back garden and turn that into a wee Volks United room.
Aye.
A wee vaults then. Okay, we should do. We should just go into the vaults on a quiet night. Just book it out.
I'm actually. We need to do it. We need to get a meal at the Vaults or something, man. We've not been there ever.
I
Together.
go. I'm right next to it. I should go all the time.
We never go together. We need to get that sorted.
Aye, nah, there has to be some sort of wee celebration for the day's performance, I've got to say.
I reckon we wait till all the boys are playing, like kind of we're missing Finn and Jack.
Aye.
We're missing Robbie, but I don't think he'll be playing again for a while because he has to go away again.
Back to England.
Aye. And then, that's what the players were missing, just them three.
And
Jack
also,
Finn,
just to kind of butt in, remember, we can't be meeting up with more than however many households it is outside of stuff like that. We have to obviously obey the government guidelines, which I hope everyone at home is also doing.
Volks United never break the law. Never. You'll never see a Volks United player underage drinking, underage smoking. None. I'm not saying we're not posh. We're not posh, but we're very strict on our players. Very strict. Every player has to pass a fitness test before they play a Volks game.
Aye. Got to be able to one lap of the 18-yard box, and that'll do you.
Right. If you do a sprint in it, then you're buzzing.
Aye,
I'm going to swap seats with you, right? I've got questions to ask you too.
Aye. Nae bother. I'm sure you joined this as a guest, Chief.
Aye, I know, but I'm sure you'll be fine.
When you go, I don't mind it.
Aye, go for it. I appreciate this.
What do you think about the signing of Dougie Forbes?
Toby?
Personally, it was a well thought plan. I feel as if when we had him at Hammy, when we were playing with him, it was very good. It was sending me inside out, so he was playing very well. And then we reacted quickly. I feel as if we were any slower, he would have probably kind of thought about it too much and probably said no.
Aye.
Because let's be honest, he didn't really ken what was happening. He didn't really ken who the boss was. He didn't Twitter. But especially the day where he's came on, he's played a position where he's no used to. He's never played in his life, and he's gave it everything. Which personally, I think looking back on it, it's been a good signing.
Well, I definitely have to agree with that too. I think it's just a successful product of the youth academy. That's what I'd have to say. Successful product, and if I'm not mistaken, the day that he signed, myself and Mason done the Gaza celebration in doubles knockout.
Aye.
The lot on my face and that.
I remember that.
Aye, great times, great times. No, I mean that boy, he's brilliant. I'd say. I mean, future of Girvan football, really. Talented, good feet. Kens what he's doing. Good game awareness. He's the youngest boy in the team. I mean,
he's the youngest. Aye, and he's no scared. Tell you that now.
I know. He went out the other day. Didn't he give a monkeys who he was coming up against? Especially, I mean, that team we were going up against, as the youngest in the team, you could quite clearly see he was being targeted, if you know what I mean.
Aye. So they were big men, so they were big men.
Aye, and especially who was on that team, if you catch my drift, Toby.
Right.
Oh, I do catch your wave there. I'm reading it.
Aye, good man. That's what it's all about. No, I mean, he went on the day, like Bailey, played out of position for a wee while, didn't say anything about it, didn't complain, go on with it, did his thing. Decent wee performance, I'd say. I mean, didn't concede a goal, so.
Aye.
So in there, covering for 10 minutes while Aidan McAllister was sitting out with a wee injury problem, but came back on.
I love a player that tells me that he's Aiden McAllister is a prime example. He always tells me if he's needing 5-10 minutes because he's got a wee knock.
I love
Rather
that.
than
He
come
doesn't
off and
exit.
then ends up getting worse.
If he stayed on and he could only give 50% and said he goes after 5, let somebody else come on, then comes back on, does 100%. That's key. So it is.
Nah, a lot of respect for him for that today. A lot of respect.
What do you think of the? I'm sure he's already talked about it, but what? I mean, Toby, you're a kind of defensive player.
Aye, and for my club, aye.
Aye. So, what drive the defence today to play that well? What was the key?
I feel as if, as a team, I spoke to this earlier, it would need more possession. I said that as you look at it on Twitter, 7-0 Volts, you look as if Volts have pumped that team. Volts have destroyed them. We didn't. We defended more than we attacked that game, I think.
Definitely.
Because going into it, we were nervous. You could see that. But I feel as if everyone tracking their runner. If somebody's not in position, giving them a shout, a wee bit of talking, and last ditch tackles. I tell you something, Alan clearing it off the line, the amount of blocks Aaron made, forcing our team out wide. Amount of times we went for a tackle today and won the ball and then get cluttered after it. But the desire to get there was unbelievable.
What about yourself, Alan? What was it today that just made you turn into an Alan I've not seen before?
I don't know. It's just the Volts, isn't it? You know, it's just when you go out there. Honestly, I don't know what it is. I was talking to Toby about this. You get that feeling when you play for the Volts. I mean, everything's on the line. You don't want to. You definitely don't want to get beat. You don't want that first loss to be against you. You're at the back. You'll get the blame. You know what I mean? So I think that the boys good. See the back line. See the communication. It was getting shouts left, right, and centre. Bailey shuffle along, Alan, man behind you. Just stuff like that. Just the wee things. Just keeps you in check. Keeps you head in the game. You know, I always, you know, I always shout. I always try to talk my players through the game. Whoever's at the back of me, I always try and talk them through the game. So keeps them all switched on. Even the midfield, I'd say the midfield. Yourself, Mason. You know, just tucking in, doing your job, win the ball back. It's just good hunger. Just good hunger.
Make me blush.
Nah.
I got to say, but see one thing that actually I didn't realise until I just thought back. See the pace we've got in the team from the defence to that. It's unreal.
Well, we've not even get that slow a player. We've got. I would say the slowest the other day was probably Ronnie.
Aye, and he's not particularly slow when he gets the ball.
I know.
Yeah, Ronnie wasn't even that bad, did he? I wasn't expecting a lot. I'm not to sound bad, right? But I wasn't expecting a lot of Ronnie today. Coming in late on in the game against big boys, you know what I mean? But he came in, done his job, you know, won the ball a few times, you know, just a couple of wee nicks on the ball, taking that away, you know, done his thing. So shout out to Ronnie.
Exactly what I was looking for. We were considering it being a trial game for Ronnie. I don't know if we should give him another proper trial game where it's a proper, well organised game, or that would be something that needs to go through the board.
I'd say get him out of training, get him out of Hammy Mare, because the teams we've played, I wouldn't pick out. I know Sean Malavi was in that team, right? And I know he's good, but I wouldn't pick out a player in that team today for me, Ball, that would get a spot in the Volts first team like that, like a click of the fingers.
Aye. Oh, it's challenging to get a start in Volts.
Aye.
It's really hard. Our player doesn't just walk into Volts, I tell you that.
Because even speaking about Dougie, we're just praising him up. He was benched. He started on the bench, and he is good. He's good quality, and that just shows the quality we've got on the field as well.
And I think surprise performances is Aiden Agnew most games. Normally he's coming on off the bench, and I think that was one of his first starts for Volks today, and he got a double. There were two tap-ins, but he's done well to follow in and
got to be there.
Right. No, that's what I was saying, Mason. Those are strikers' goals. That's what you want your strikers to be.
Exactly. I mean, but it just killed him with the through balls there, I would say, actually.
I know, pacing behind. Really. I mean, we know what works, so I mean, No reason to play any other way, really, ain't there? No.
Oh, yeah, Alan, what were you thinking before you hit that screamer of a free kick? And did
I
it?
thought I want to score this just to shut these two cunts up in the wall. The abuse that
That was
I say the
so
abuse that
funny.
the abuse I was getting, but what happened was there I jokingly said they backed their 10 yards there, and they didn't take too faintly to that, so they didn't. So then obviously when I hit the peach of a free kick that it was, it
Yep.
just kind of put them back in their place. So no, it was good to see that just kind of roll into the back of the net like that.
I mean, that's twice that Harley's been playing in nets. I'm not going to say about strikes into him that because the strike today from Alan was great, but also in the game we had a few Volks players in Terry's team just to help out. I hit one right at him. He fumbled it in.
Oh,
I think
I'd
it's
say
questions what to be asked about.
I'd say for Harley, Harley's one of these players where he likes talking off the field. Yeah, he
oh,
does.
Oh, he does.
But I,
Oh, he does.
I'm no good for it. I'm no good for it. Yeah, he makes all these snide comments and stuff like this. But then when it comes to it and he's up against you, and he makes one mistake. You get Harley, if he makes a mistake in the first 5 minutes, they won't. That's him. Target him all game.
And then you look at Daniel, made a massive mistake in that fun team, and he's came back and had a performance like that.
aye.
It's just, and he knew that they were just going to shoot today, and that something they did do. They hit a lot of shots, and Daniel's equal to them.
Mhm. Aye. No, but we're definitely. I mean, to a man today, we're all on it. You know what I mean? We're definitely on the ball. I'd say.
There was definitely there was not a bad performance today.
100%. So Mason, as the kind of leader off, right? I just want to get a wee bit of confirmation from yourself. Since we never actually put it up on the Twitter today, since all the performances were so good, who was Mason Mcilwraith's man of the match?
Oh, this is a big one. This is a big one.
Isn't
This
it? I
determines
couldn't.
everything here.
I definitely couldn't pick one, so that's why I've put it on Mason here.
I was thinking about it quite a lot today, and I really couldn't pick one out. But I'm going to need to think quickly.
I'll give you time because it is a big question, to be fair, because I definitely couldn't pick one out. You know what? So every time the Volks play, the guest will pick the man of the match. That's the shout.
Love it. Love it. That means we don't need to pick it. I like
Exactly.
that.
It's what I would really say today is, I mean, the attackers scored quite a few goals. Obviously, we get Calmine, fucking dickhead. Cal McDowell scoring a hat trick, and then we've got Aiden scoring 2 as well, and we had Tyler score.
No, just
It
me, Chief.
was Alan 1, Aaron 1, Tyler. Sorry, Aiden, I can you twice, Camidel 3.
Picking a man of the match is pretty hard. And I mean, Cal, like obviously in FIFA, right, pro clubs, Cal McDowell's probably going to get man of the match for scoring a hat trick. He's getting a perfect 10.
Aye.
But he's taking a match ball home. But I'll rather get to someone in defence definitely, and it's hard to choose. I'm stuck between the two double A batteries at the back. Just lagging.
No.
I'd say.
I'm just sitting here quiet waiting on your answer. I'm sitting here nervous as fuck. I'm like, I want this, mate.
I'm stuck. The two centre backs both scored today, so that's how I'm like, they both done
I
absolutely.
can trust Aaron to score a 35-yard banger right at the last kick, man. What's all that about?
I'll say, I'll butt in and I'll say, he's both scored, kept a clean sheet, but for the goal line clearance, I'm not saying it was a heroic, but it was going in for the goal line clearance, which was memorable because it was 1-0, 2-0 at the time, and it could have changed everything. I'll give it to Alan. So Mason, you can give it to Aaron. I'll give it to Alan.
That's not how man match works.
That's just not how it works, Toby.
Well,
It's up to Mason. I'm sorry, right? I appreciate it, Toby. As my co-host, I love you, right? But come on, let's just.
I mean, I don't want to put disrespect on anybody's name for who I don't pick. But for the defending I seen, what I remember is Alan putting hundreds of folk on the Ross, and so did Aaron. But just remembering these few tackles, goal and clearance, got into the gate to brutal beast 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you've just done me a belter there. Thank you, though. I do appreciate that. I'll be sure to tell my ma that, as that guy said to me, to tell my ma I scored a free kick today. Magnificent. I'm going to write that down here. Thank you, Mason Mcilwraith.
You just got a questionable name on this app, Alan.
Let's just bear in mind that was made a good few years ago, back before my. I don't know if it's appropriate for the podcast. Aye, but before I had hairs in my arse, so let's just leave it at that. So,
you had a questionable name on Xbox as well. Would you like to tell everyone that, or
What?
was it Xbox or PlayStation or whatever?
The PlayStation's the same one.
Aye, what was our name on that?
You can rewind about 45 seconds and find out.
Brutal beast.
Jesus Christ. See the pelters I'm going to get for this now. See the pelters. Alright, I'm about to go change my gamer tag, boys. I'll be.
Oh man.
Mason is get the fuck. No, I do appreciate your man of the match vote. I just want to give my best for the votes, and it's always appreciated when that's recognised, especially by boys like yourselves, you know, who had excellent performances themselves today. So I'll take this with great honour. So thank you very much, boys.
You're welcome. I think we need to give a special shout out to Aaron though, and Bailey.
Aye, most definitely. No, everyone, the whole team, to a man, just a wee clap there. Wee round of applause for the boys, because no, it sound like I'm repeating myself. We were outstanding today. Outstanding.
We definitely were.
Nah.
And, is there any goals that come to your head of the best goal ever scored at Vaults? Because I don't think I've actually ever thought about that.
Best goal scored at the Vaults like ever?
Oh, yeah. I don't mean to big myself up, but see my goal against the Royal the first time. That's in the conversation.
I can't comment on that because I didn't see that one.
It was where I should have passed him again about 10 times. I was being greedy and I stuck it top left corner.
Oh, right to the edge of the box. I made a run through.
Aye.
I mean that.
Here, see, to be fair, Aaron has scored some bangers for the Vaults. There was one I remember, I was right behind it, and he absolutely arrowed it, like the kind of halfway point in the goal, but right in the corner. Just kind of arrowed it right in there. That was a lovely goal, I remember that. And then obviously the one today, 35 yards out.
That's been a year. That's been a year. We need a presentation. Buy some plastic medals or something.
Yeah, he has that. Just right in the back, it with a Sharpie saying Vaults medal.
Just a trophy.
Then just like put years of service, then however many years you've played for the Vaults on it.
I found this thing for the Rimple, like at the presentation. I got a certificate, and then like they wrote a full description about an analysis about how I've played and progressed
really?
this season. I might just start writing them about the Vaults players since it's been a year.
No bad.
I don't mind that actually.
That'd be quite good. That's a good idea.
Good shout, actually.
Can we just? I'll just say that. See on mine, I played right back at the time, and I was only 9, and it says that I was scoring a lot of goals from defence. So
Great, love it. Again, the goal scorer.
It's like Alan, and Aaron both got a few goals. Alan, how much you got? 3?
What, for the Vaults?
5.
I've scored 3 goals in total for the Vaults. 1 at the Youth Cup, 1 in December, and obviously today.
Yeah. Toby, how much have you
got? 1 at Youth Cup, 3 against the Royal the first time, which is 4 and I think that's it. I've not scored at Carrick. Aye, 4. I'll go with 4.
Oh, well, I think I get 3 at the Youth Cup, 9 against the Royal, and then I got 2 against Terry's team. I get 1 against that team we bet 8-2. I swear I scored more, but that's the only ones that come to my head.
Aye.
So,
Decent, man.
who's the top goal scorer? Callum McDowell?
I think it's Callum
I'd
McDowell.
I'd say Cam McDowell Raiden. Aye.
I mean, Callum McDowell scored about 5 in one game one time.
Aye.
So
Only because they got about 25 shots that
I
game.
was just about to say that.
Aye.
It was only could do about 30
Aye.
shots. I don't know. Why calculate his shot conversion rate?
Well, Aaron Mooney's had a few.
He's up there.
He's definitely scored a good few. Well, okay, we'll do right. See every guest we have on, we'll write down how many goals I've had for the vaults, right? Then we could get Abdi's. Just gonna build that up.
I don't know if
Aye.
you does, but I've actually clipped my nails like a few times. Don't know if you've clocked on yet.
I was wondering what
Good.
that was there.
Aye.
There you go. Saves them for the special occasion.
Aye. That's how ground one.
Oh, that's what I like to see, but is it?
I'm sweating.
Actually, I don't know.
I've got in here and I'm scared to be the first ever guest.
I know.
Although it should have
this
been
is-
Daniel Mann.
Yeah.
If it goes badly, Mason, it's all on you here.
I don't know. Well. He's had 15 minutes with it, or longer. I don't know how long it was.
We've
15, yeah, I think.
we've currently been recording for an hour and 17 minutes.
Fucking holy Christ.
Saying it's decent for a first go, isn't it?
It is.
Do you want to think about wrapping it up, maybe?
Aye, I'd say.
I think we've
we
covered
spoke about
everything.
Today's game, the past year, what the future holds, Dougie Forbes, how much we don't like certain people. Aye.
Ah, well, there we go. Thank you, Mason, for obviously.
You're welcome.
Captain leading legend, first in the podcast for a reason. Mason, we're going to ask you the new, but we'll ask you. I've not talked to Alan about this. You can decide who's on the Vaults podcast next.
I get to decide.
You can decide who's on it next.
Callum McDowell came to go on it, so
Callum
I can.
Callum McDowell, do you think?
Yeah.
Right, sorry about that. My mum just came in. Anyway, I'd like to just kind of bounce back in there and just say thank you to Mason for obviously his time. The night.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's no
I know.
It's like-
I'll
on a
okay.
school night. You know what I mean?
no.
Up
Sorry,
there,
I'm not getting any important stuff to do.
How about you go tomorrow?
I've got 3 periods,
You jam.
cake.
Nothing better.
Oh,
What, cake?
my sister. Aye, I took cake. I've got 2.5 next week. Cake. They're my 2 exams.
Mega.
6 years. 6 years has got to be a really fun year for me.
Fun times, huh? No, man. Brilliant. Good to see. Good to see something exotic like that.
Aye, that cake can't beat it. I like cake.
Ah, of course you did, Toby. If I'm getting a public slate and you'll be getting one, I know.
I'll
Nah.
be sure to make these a Volts cake or something.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
could you imagine?
Vaults cake.
Evol's cupcakes.
Eating it with
That's
food.
the stuff. That's the stuff. Oh man, I can't believe this has been an hour and 20 minutes long.
I know.
I'm just wondering, I've been thinking, Ken, this has been another 20, you're going to do this weekly.
Mm-hmm.
Just the things you're going to speak about. You need good personalities, and I'm sure you used to have good personality.
100%. Nah, well, I mean, see when
compliments,
see
man.
when
I'm
the
blushing.
club football's back. See when the club football's back, that gives us something to talk about for
Aye,
ages, didn't it?
Well, me and you are both Rangers fans, Alan. So it's going to be a very
Ugh.
one-sided podcast.
Nah, I mean, we can talk about the English stuff, I know, maybe, Ken, because it comes back at the weekend, so folk will be interested to see what's happening. We'll talk fantasy football next week, I know, why not? Since it gets back up and running again, Toby's in first with that, so he is, which is quite unbelievable to me.
Aye, well,
So
guys,
is.
it's just know I'm quite a big fan of this podcast already. So
Oh, that's good to hear.
he's ever,
I mean, you've got a wee
good to
preview.
Aye, I know.
UK it's going up.
Alright. I know, I'll definitely post this soon.
He's ever or needing a guest, someone's pulled out, hit me up. I'm sure
Just
I'll be free to do
like a
it.
Daniel man.
Just get McGinn back on. Alright.
Aye, just get me again back on and talk about
And
aye, the football.
Yes, that's the stuff.
the Fitba.
If it, but imagine if we could do phone-ins.
Oh,
Imagine
no.
Oh.
Imagine Harley on the phone getting his abuse.
Oh, Jesus.
The
Right,
amount of abuse would-
Callum
the
Lyne
amount of
saying,
abuse we'd
phoning
get,
in saying he
man.
wants to play for the Volts.
Okay, see that game we had for fun.
Aye.
You messaged me before and see if I'm impressed today. Can I sign for Volks? And then I was like,
Sorry, pal.
I said, I try and if you impress me, obviously I was never going to bring him in.
That's a massive
then-
if.
And then we played, and then we drew, and then he messaged me after the game saying, "Oh, sorry, we drew today. That was my fault. I guess I won't be signing for the Volks." And I was like, "No."
You're like, fucking right, you'll know. Oh, you're like, too right. Nah, hate to. I don't want to speak bad on other players, but come on.
I'm sure if we somehow end up getting 200 viewers on this that are not familiar with Cam Line, you would agree with us, right? Let's just say that.
He's good, but he's no Bolt kid.
I know.
Yeah,
No,
imagine
Vols
if
players
that's it.
have never tasted defeat before. Well, obviously we have,
In
but
a
like
Volks shirt.
in a Volts
In a
shirt,
Volks shirt.
and we don't kind of want the bad vibes of someone who's beat by the Volts coming in and then playing for the Volts. That's just a wee bit, wee bit of negative energy around the place.
Negative.
Ken, we like the old firm. Not quite the old firm, obviously, but
Yeah, obviously. Jesus.
aye. Fucking imagine that. It's not even all that big.
I imagine religious intolerance in Girvan. Oh, you play for the Royal, you dirty fucking bastard. No,
Volks with the Royal, there's 50 arrests.
you've only got you have to go to the Volks pub before the Volks games. You can only go to the Royal for their games. There's only certain pubs you can get into.
You're no favouring your pal, are you? No, I'll lamp to the
Can't wear black and white in the Royal, so you can't.
head.
Nah. Could you imagine that? But big bar fight. Ah, mental.
Daryl Conway gets me by 10 poles.
Oh, he's got history. He's got previous. Well, just to kind of explain the story, like Daryl Conway went to jump into Hammy and the police stopped him and asked for his name and all that kind of stuff. So he's not really been booked by them, but he shits himself every time he sees them go by now. Oh,
He got lucky. He got lucky that night to get sent to prison.
imagine him in a jail. How long do you think DC would last in a jail?
They'd probably take you out of the jail.
Yeah, you run the jail.
You'd run them. Why they not? Shut up. Can't believe I bumped them up like that.
Aye, no, he definitely wouldn't run the jail. He'd probably turn gay, kind of how like folk go to jail.
Some
and
big
then they do
bitch's
stuff.
bitch boy.
Aye.
Oh, I love talking about the fat butt. Scared that?
Aye, we've totally we've just swerved this, haven't we?
No,
Well, technically, we're
we're
talking
still
about royal players. It's still football related in a sense.
exactly. Let's talk about our players in prison getting raped.
Right, We said nothing about being raped, so we didn't. Right, let's. Oh,
Let's go. Edit
let,
that. And cut it out.
That's a
uh,
good note to
unfortunately, Mason, it's just been recorded and put straight up, so it's no like
Aye,
it's not like it's going to be
and,
recovered, you know.
aye, no, it's just
It'd be different
you
if the boy was actually getting abused in the jail. It'd be different, but the fact that he's known
aye.
it's just a joke. I mean, let's just
Yeah, and rape isn't a joke, obviously.
obviously, Vault's DMs are always open.
Aye.
mental health, physical health, anything.
Things that happen in jail, though, Ken, you hear the stories.
Well, Hams in jail stays in
Yeah.
jail, in my opinion. So let's just leave it at that. We'll move on for the jail now, because it's not a good look.
Hopefully, I never see any who's in jail.
He will nae.
Nah, because remember we've got good players. We stay. You will never ever see us break the law, and we'll stick to that.
Right. To round it up, thanks Mason for coming on. Today is the 6th of September. Volks United have conquered Harley's team. They've conquered Maybole. They've conquered Carrick Academy and Carrick Academy Astro by thumping them 7-0. Volks United maintain their 100% win record. The Volks are unstoppable.
Any last words, Mason, before we head off?
Like to say a big thanks to you two for letting me be the first guest.
Oh, thank you for coming on.
And for helping the Volks get out there and having a bigger fan base. Again, this might reach a few people and end up. Never know. It might end up something.
Aye, that's the plan, isn't it? That is definitely the plan. Grow a fan base, become as popular as we once were back in September of last year.
Aye.
So
I guess I'll just love you and leave yous and let yous two beautiful men sign off this podcast.
Alright, no problem. Thanks a lot, Mason. We'll talk to you another time.
Aye. See you later, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.
There you go, Toby. First guest in the books, Mason Mcilwraith. Good boy, isn't he?
The leader, the legend, the captain. If there's ever a Volks Hall of Fame, he'll be in it.
Aye, he's the first name in the team sheet for that Hall of Fame, I'd say.
He is, so.
Especially as, the founder there. I mean, you hear him talking there. Just, something. See where I was feeling this morning before playing the game. Just, brought that feeling back again. Just want to get back out there and play.
He talks well. He's a good talker, again.
Aye, no, definitely. See for the first podcast, I'm proud to have had him as the first guest. Again, very happy.
It's been a good first podcast, eh? No bad. It's been there's no too off topic, but I'm not saying we've not went off topic.
These things are going to happen, but when it's live and it's just a couple of pals talking, I mean, these things are going to happen, aren't they?
Aye. The Volts podcast is the best podcast about.
Aye. Forget Joe Rogan, forget all those folk, man. Just let's.
What is this open?
What is it?
What is this open goal nonsense?
Aye. Fuck Paul Slane and Cy Ferry. Don't need them.
Open goal. Off that button.
Nah. And they're certainly not undefeated. That's one thing.
That's the way to go.
Right. Anyway, that's nearly an hour and a half now we've been on here, so better call it off because I'm needing a pish.
My bad.
Aye. Okay. For those at school, Jesus, stick in. That'd be my message. Anyway, I'd like to thank my co-host here, Toby.
Thank you as well.
Dennis thing there, helping with the podcast. Good pal.
So you got You've got all the laptop and the computer stuff up. I'm just talking rubbish.
Ah, it's a two-man show. It's a two-man show. Well, I mean,
Well, it's
McGinn there
three.
was helping us. McGinn there helped us out a lot there. Good to have a guest on, isn't it?
It's good having a
Imagine
guest
just
on.
imagine just us two talking for the whole time. I think folk will have clicked off about the first 5 minutes.
It's good having a guest that doesn't shut up in it.
Magic, nothing better. Same, transfers for the football part to his host, isn't it?
Aye.
That's what you like to see. But good personality in the boy. Anyway, Toby, that's an hour and a half. Let's end this. Right. I'd like to thank whoever may be watching this, especially as it's the first podcast of hopefully many to come. Especially, if it something, see if you see this, go and follow the Vault's Twitter. Toby, what is the Vault's Twitter again, just to get the specifics?
The Volks Twitter is at VolksU. That's the one with no spaces. It'll be in the description of the YouTube video.
Oh, there we go. Just click that down there. Go over, give us a follow, like all the tweets, start retweeting them, getting the name out. We are the Vaults. There you go. Thanks everyone for watching, listening, and we'll see you later. Thank you.